So a little bit of an update. As you can see, there's still a little bit of snow on the ground. It's about 45 degrees, and just 2 days ago we had freezing rain. So this time of year, March, beginning of April, you can have all 4 seasons within a week. And mud season has come and gone several times, but I know it will definitely be back soon. It's just a matter of when. Anyways, a brief update. Our neighbor, who is also a contractor, he arrived today and put up some staging. He's starting to paint our 20-foot ceilings. I painted as much or as tall as I could. And oh, it looks like neighbor's kitty is outside. Very cute. Sorry, had to see what the kitty was up to. Anyways, he put up some staging, so he is painting the ceiling for us, and I don't mind. My husband and I do a lot of do-it-yourself. Heck, we even installed a transducer for our solar panels a few months ago. So I'm not afraid to do things, but I do know my limitations. And our neighbor has been painting for many years. He's very fast at it. I wouldn't say I'm a really awesome painter, but I can get it done. He's more efficient at drywall than I am. So we figured for the high ceilings, definitely pay that out. And a couple of years ago, my husband and I started staining our house, but I could not reach the high points on the house. We got about 3/4 of it stained, but I think before listing our house on the market officially, we want to finish staining that. So we asked the contractor if he was willing to complete that for us. And he said, yeah, that wouldn't be a problem for him. He could probably do it in a weekend, which is a lot faster than what my husband and I did. We took weeks. Of course, we're working full time and we're weekend warrior people. So that was awesome that he was willing to do that. And, it just goes to show, help your neighbors, regardless of where you live. Obviously, we're going to pay him for his time and effort, but it's worked out great for us because literally he lives over here, we live right here, so the commute is not far for him, and it's a pretty quick job for him, and so I guess the stars aligned. Anyways, I will show you when I get up to the house what the staging looks like, and it seems like it's crunch time because we are going to list the house in about a month. I actually talked to a professional photographer today, and I said the date for him to come out may change just depending when we get the house finished for painting the inside and outside. Oh, it looks like the contractor left his trailer here, which is fine. Yeah, I'm trying to see. It's like mud season. So the contractors have been in the house, and that ladder is a lot taller than the one Chris and I have. So that is quite an impressive staging. So what they did was they just patched some of our ceiling right here. Like the corner in here just needs to be retaped, and they're going to work on that. But painting that area in the ceiling is not easy. So I've actually never had a contractor or professional painter and hired one before, so this is my first time. But yeah, even the staging is pretty impressive. And this is what he does day in, day out. His shop vac is a lot bigger than my little shop vac. But you can see he's got some of his drywall supplies. Now, I am not a professional at drywall, so with something like this, I rather leave this to the professionals. He's actually going to help finish painting the exterior of my house because I could not reach some of the high footage in our house. So I will keep you guys posted on how this progress goes. So my son helped me stack what we had left of our wood pile and got the tractor out and completely removed all the wood pallets that were here. So we'll get this tidied up a little bit. It's a little messy, but at least exposes that. So I'm going to paint that part. I don't need to pay the contractor to do the low spots. So, and I think the plan is once we get this all cleaned out, we're going to have mulch basically from here all the way to where we park our cars over there. So making progress. A little chilly out today, but still not a bad day to be outside getting some of this work done. That's better. So as you can tell, that really made a difference. Painted cabinet is not competing with the floor anymore, and I know my bathroom's a hot mess, but it also matches my bathtub. So didn't intentionally mean for that, but I think that definitely makes that pop. So we'll see if it makes a difference when we go to list the house. I've got some more deep cleaning to do, but for now, that's one project off the list. So by the goat shed, there's our Christmas tree. We'll get rid of that. But our goats, since we free range them, we really don't need to have this fence up. We did when we first got them, but they free range. So we're actually going to take down all this fencing, all the pallets out here. We're going to get rid of their goat couch. Just because, yes, the aesthetics do matter. And there's Lacey, enjoying the sunshine. That's what my goats love to do. Oh, there's another one. Who is that? I think that's Etta. They are just enjoying the sun. Anyway, so that little goat shed, that's coming with us. The goats are coming with us. But since we free range them, we really don't need this enclosure anymore. And I think it'll look better. Oh yes, we've got our brush hog. Be using that pretty soon. So that is the update for this week. Sorry it was a little improv video here. There's Enzo. I guess he wants to be the star. But we are a little over 3.5 weeks away from when we would like to list. A lot of houses are hitting the market now, and we are not quite ready. I want to get that outside looking better and definitely get things cleaned up under the solar array. And the exterior of the house, that may delay when we list our property. It all depends when the contractor can come out and finish painting. The ideal situation is if you can get it done in the next couple of weeks here. Otherwise, I've got to delay the photographer, but the cleaner, she can still come regardless. I hired a professional, so we'll see how that goes. Professional cleaners will look in places that you don't even think about, and I think it's definitely worth doing. So it is actually a very beautiful day, which is rare. This morning I was in my winter jacket and hat, and then this afternoon I can actually wear a normal long sleeve shirt and not be freezing. So that is the update. Thank you guys for following along, and I will update you with next week's renovations. I am on my way to a home improvement store because I've got to pick up some light bulbs and some wood putty and a couple other things, and I guess the saga continues. Oh, I'm gonna go look at the goats. They are out here sunbathing. Oh, you guys having fun? They are just enjoying this warm day. So the goats are definitely coming with us when we move. They are like giant dogs, but they are a family. Chickens, yeah, they're negotiable with the sale. So we might bring some with us, we might not. It all depends on where we're at and when we sell. So that greatly depends on that. Thank you guys for following along. It helps support the channel and it helps support making content. And I know it's not like super interesting. I haven't moved to West Virginia yet, but like I said, it is a process and this has gone on for several months. Thank you guys for hanging in there. I'm hoping we can sell this beautiful homestead. I'm hoping the view sells the property. That and it's super quiet up here. But fingers crossed that everything goes smoothly. It is very high anxiety for, will my house sell and can we sell it for what we want? That is the biggest thing. And I see a lot of price reductions. So I know we have a very niche property and it doesn't follow your typical comp. So time will tell. There's been other off-grid properties that have sold for the price range we're aiming at. So we will see. All right, I will catch you in the next video. Thank you guys for following along. Drop me any questions, comments, suggestions. Feel free. If you guys are looking at moving out of New England, let me know because I've met a few of you and let's see, in about 2 weeks, I'm going to West Virginia. It'll be a solo trip. I'm going to go visit my friends down there and maybe look at some property. I don't know, we'll see. It depends if things don't sell before I get down there. All right, I will catch you in the next one. See you later.